Hello everybody, welcome back to Brick Model Railroader on YouTube. My name is Glenn Holland.
And I'm Cale Bart.
And you probably have noticed by now, if you've been watching our other videos, is that we are not sitting in Cale's dining room.
We are sitting next to the dining room. We're in my spare room, which is now officially the BMR office.
We have, you can't see much in the video. We got two bookshelves, both with like all of Cale's railroad books, literally packed with them. Like
I have a lot.
They're filled, entirely filled. Like model books, car books, passenger car books, miscellaneous, and like over there is
various railroads.
Yeah, various railroads. Like we have two shelves for the Pennsylvania Railroad.
I like Pensy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got one shelf for the Western Maryland.
I like Western Maryland, but they don't have as many books.
Got Maryland and Pennsylvania, just because they're local.
Those are my three favorite railroads.
Exactly. And so we got like our desk. We have a display cabinet over there. I should have posted about that by now on our social media, but you know, I'll get around to that. We're happy that we've kind of moved everything to a more permanent space now. So it's,
I have a much more comfortable space to work. So
yeah, it's pretty nice. We're very happy with it, and so hopefully we'll be able to make a lot of use of this for the future. Speaking of the future, we do have a lot of plans for both 2018 and 19 already. We've, if you follow us on our social media pages, you'll probably have seen that we posted our tentative schedules for both this year and next year, which you know, we got a lot to do.
We've got a couple things.
We'll be cars. Yeah, we'll be releasing the locomotive this year. We're doing that this year. It's like we know we said, you know, a tentative schedule for earlier this year, 2018, but you know, we got sidetracked with a bunch of other things.
And it's a steam locomotive.
And it's a steam locomotive, so there's a lot going on there.
It'll be done when it's done.
Yeah.
As they say in the restoration world, it'll be done when it's done.
Exactly. But, you know...
but we want to take the time to make sure it's right, and in between taking the time to make sure it's right, we got into a lot of other stuff,
yeah,
too.
Exactly. But on the plus side, we still have a lot going on, so it's not like we're just not doing anything right now.
Yeah,
so
we're busy with... we were busy with our club with shows that are pretty much like through January and February.
Yeah, and
then in March you're in college. And
yeah,
you're back.
College, so
you're back in really busy semester of college.
Exactly.
I have been working on getting the pre-orders for the freight cars squared away.
Yeah, they'll be sent out.
They're
soon.
They're
pretty much ready.
I would say I'm shipping them right now, but that would be a lie because I'm sitting here doing the video.
You'll be shipping them next week, right?
Oh, next week I will be doing a lot of shipping.
So we're working on that. You know, Cale's working on that.
Yeah.
So, but in the meantime, we
please be patient. I'm only one man,
and I'm only half a man right now. So, but in the meantime, you know, we wanted to go ahead and push our Northeastern Caboose for sale. And get these premium instructions out to you guys. It's been a while. It's been like almost like 3 months.
That was a good choice of words.
Three and a half months. Yeah.
We're drug pushers.
I mean, it's cool though. So we talk about why we chose the Northeastern Caboose.
Plus, we want to get something new out.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been like 3.5 months or more even.
Yeah.
I think the last time we did the new car we had was the flat car.
Yeah, the flat car.
December.
That was beginning of December.
That was beginning of December. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
So
we've been working on this one for a while. We've been tweaking stuff here and there. We've got some cool stuff.
Yeah,
lined up
some
for
cool
this.
Features. We'll get into all that in a little bit. So why did we choose the Northeastern Caboose firstly?
Why did we choose the Northeastern Caboose? Well, we wanted to do a caboose that had broader appeal than just one railroad. See,
they're pretty specific generally.
Yeah, a lot of cabooses, especially in like the steam era, were very railroad specific. The railroads built their own cabooses, or they designed their own cabooses.
Yeah, or modified.
Yeah.
All of the above.
The Northeastern Caboose was, while it wasn't all across the U.S., it did hit a much broader range of railroads than just one or two.
Yeah.
We also wanted to do a steam era caboose for our first caboose because it kind of fit with the transition era cars we were doing. So
yeah, we have a few more of those coming as well.
So you know, those two requirements: transition-ish era and a broader range. You kind of wind up with the Northeastern.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons we kind of zeroed in on that for this. Plus, I mean, if you think of a caboose, the Northeastern just has that classic cupola caboose look.
Yeah, it's a centered cupola, and it's just.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
what you'd expect.
It is the archetype for the steam era caboose.
It is. That's a good reason. So, I guess we can get into the model now. So, the models that we have on display, this is the actual caboose, so don't pay attention to this one. This is the one that we actually have created instructions for.
Although we will have decals for that.
Yeah, we'll have decals for the Lehigh Valley, but this is the...
This is one of my older versions. So, this design actually dates back to about 2010.
It's 8 years ago now.
Yeah. And I've since built a couple different versions. Each time I've refined them and updated them a little bit and added more detail.
Yeah.
And then ultimately getting to this point here where I think this is probably my best version of the Northeastern.
It's really good.
I've done.
It's really good.
It has a lot of detail. It looks like it should look like a Northeastern caboose.
Resized the windows a little bit.
Yeah, I adjusted the windows a little bit.
The end detail some.
I redid the cupola roof and some of that. And then there's a good bit of interior detail enhancement.
Yeah.
And also I redid all the underside detail.
Yeah.
And updated the trucks to a better
design.
Do a better design.
Of course, they use our ball bearing wheel sets as well.
Yes.
So.
Which is why this one wants to roll off the table.
Exactly.
If we didn't have a stopper there,
yeah, exactly.
It would just crash it.
As Cal mentioned, we do have a full interior for this. I'm going to put pictures on the screen right now. There's a lot that goes into it. A generally party model, especially given the interior. There's a lot more parts in it than
Yeah, I think this might be the most. I think this might be the highest part count of any of our models yet.
Yeah.
It's about 850, 800.
That's up there.
It's almost 900 parts, I think.
But the interior is completely accurate as delivered.
Yeah, a
lot of railroads changed them to their own.
Yeah, and we'll get to that a little bit later, I guess, with the modifications. But but the interior, and pretty much the caboose as it's built in the instructions represents the original Northeastern caboose that was designed by the Redding.
Yep. So we have decals for that.
Yes, we have decals for that. We have many decals.
More on that in a minute. Get through the customization.
But yeah, this pretty much represents the original design used by the Redding and actually adopted by the Western Maryland too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the early adopters pretty much copied the design.
They did change
100%. And then over the years they started modifying them.
Yeah, so we've included steps in the instructions for you to be able to customize the model to what you would like to do.
Small details like steps and windows. Sometimes they actually removed windows and they just plated them over. So
they also had sometimes the ones on the car ends.
Yeah, the original Redding cabooses did not have end windows, but some of the other railroads did put end windows and the Lehigh Valley has them in.
I think the Conrail ones is one of the ones that we actually, for the decals, we have you remove one of them.
Yeah, the Conrail.
A couple of
them. I think.
Decals then.
All right. So we went a little overboard with decals. These are probably the most decals
we've. Too many decals.
No. You can never have too many decals.
A total of 12.
So yeah, we did a total of 12 for this, which is the most we've had for
11 plus 1, possibly 12.
Hopefully 12.
Yeah.
Which is the most we've had for.
I'll pull that one out and save it for the last.
Yeah. Which is the most we've had for any.
Any car right off the bat.
Right off the bat. I think
we've done more for the box car.
The box car, I think we're up to 14 now. 14 or 15. I think maybe 15 counting the BMR decals.
Yeah.
And then the other cars, I think the flat car and the hopper are now up 12.
Yeah, there's plenty of, yeah. So, you showed them the Reading ones already. So
yeah, so this is actually the very first Northeastern Caboose built, number 90730.
Yeah.
This is the very first one built by the Reading.
It's red with a reddish-brown roof.
Yes, it's red with a reddish-brown roof, and I will have... there's notes on all the colors in the instructions. And then
we have another Reading.
And then here is the later Reading design, which is a nice green and yellow design with the big Reading logo. This is actually the very last Reading Northeastern Caboose built here.
And we have a couple Norfolk and Westerns. There's one of
them. Yes, Norfolk and Western inherited a couple Cabooses, I think, from the Pittsburgh and West Virginia, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's I think that's a later one.
Yeah, this is the later scheme.
And this is the earlier one.
And this is the earlier scheme.
With the red.
I think this didn't last too long because not long after they inherited these Cabooses, they switched to the blue scheme and started repainting them again. But
got it.
So
that's
but they both did appear in these schemes.
Yep. So those are both accurate. And of course, Kale's a big C&J fan.
I had to do one C&J Caboose because I wanted a C&J Caboose. So I did it. This is the C&J Coast Guard scheme, as it was nicknamed, because it kind of looks like a reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse of the Coast Guard striping on a Coast Guard boat.
That has a reddish-brown roof too, I guess.
Yeah.
And new version of the Lehigh Valley for pretty much that exact same one.
Yes, it's this exact same bait scheme, the Lehigh Valley Route of the Black Diamond. That was the very first paint scheme that the Lehigh Valley used on their Northeasterns.
Yeah. And then the Conrail.
I think probably one of the nicest, too.
Conrail.
Conrail, of course, inherited many Northeastern Cabooses when they were formed. Reading, Lehigh Valley, several different railroads. So they had many Northeastern Cabooses on their roster.
And we actually have 4 Western Marylands
and
this
who
time.
doesn't like blue?
Yeah. So you know we have 4 Western Marylands this time.
I didn't realize we even have 4 Western Maryland.
Kale really likes Western Maryland, so I think this is the correct order. So
I was making the Western Marylands for myself anyway, so I figured, well, I might as well just put them for sale. So this is the original Western Maryland scheme, the Fast Freight Herald.
This is the steam era one?
Yeah, that would be the one they used up until 1950, mid-50s.
So that's what this one's going to be?
Yeah, once the decals come, which might be today, I don't know, they will, that's what this one will get lettered as.
And they went to this one.
And then they, in the mid-50s, they went to the speed letter scheme, which you can either do this color in the speed letter, or you can do dark red in the speed letter.
Yeah.
Both would be appropriate.
Easy enough parts to find in both colors.
Oh yeah, I built a dark red version.
Right. And then there's this Western Maryland one.
And this one, which I'm going to be loading soon. This is what it got the nickname Circus Scheme, Circus colors.
White, black, and red.
Yeah, just red, white, and black.
And then this is technically a Western Maryland one.
Technically Western Maryland, I think, when Western Maryland was absorbed into Chessie, of course, the Cabooses went with it and they were repainted in the Chessie colors, but they still had the WM there to designate they were originally Western Maryland Cabooses. I think Chessie might have had some of their own Northeastern Cabooses, but I'm not positive. That's something I want to look into and maybe do a later set of decals.
So for now we have this one. I like this one a lot because it's orange and yellow and light gray.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's a nice scheme.
And so here is the tentative 12th, which is the one that I like the most. So this is the New Hope and Ivyland Bicentennial Caboose. So this is red, white, and blue.
Yeah, the New Hope and Ivyland is a local railroad in southeastern PA.
Yeah. They have a Northeastern Caboose, and so we had to make the decal.
Yeah, for the bicentennial, the U.S. Bicentennial in 1776.
Yep.
New Hope and Ivyland, like a lot of railroads, got into the celebration by repainting some equipment in bicentennial red, white, and blue colors. This was their thing.
So
that they came up with.
Yeah. So the reason why this is tentative is because New Hope and Ivy Land obviously, is a railroad that still exists, and so we have reached out to them currently and are waiting to hear back from them to see if we are allowed to do this. Yeah. So
we don't want to upset any railroads
in
our backyard.
So if they say no, we apologize, but we can't do anything about that.
But oh, I hope we do, because it's a neat scheme, and
yeah, it's really cool.
Even though it's like kind of a more local thing, it's a neat scheme.
It's really cool.
It's
hopefully one of you guys would be
it's
interested
red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
It's American.
The American Caboose.
The American.
All right, so that takes care of the decals. So what's the last coolest feature that we have on this? It's something that we haven't done before in a model.
Well, we did mention the interior, which we
haven't done that yet.
We will show shots of.
Yeah,
but
already have.
Already have. Yeah. Rewind. If you missed them. What we were able to do on this that we haven't been able to do on any of our previous cars because they didn't have them is we were able to do lights. Since Cabooses had lights, we worked with Rob Hendricks of Life Lights to create a lighting kit to light up the Caboose.
Right.
And if I can get this turned on. So
we have 3 lights in total.
We have 3 lights in total. Now there's one interior light sitting
I think it's right
it's
there.
over here. Should be able to see it shining through.
Yeah.
There's one interior light lighting up the interior. Normally Cabooses didn't have a lot of interior lighting other than just maybe one light over the conductor's desk. The reason for that is they didn't want a lot of light showing inside the Caboose because the guys inside the cupola are meant to be watching the outside of the train. And if you have a lot of interior light, that makes it really hard to see outside when it's dark. So they kept lighting, to a minimum. Yeah. They did have lights, and in later years they may have added a couple more lights, which you can do with this kit. The kit has plugs.
So you can add more lights.
You can add another 3 lights to the kit if you want, and add a little more interior lighting. But the basic kit that we developed has 1 interior light over the conductor's desk, and then 2 marker lights on the back or the end of the Caboose. Why is that one not working? Oh,
there you go. It's on.
Wait.
We will verify that your kit works. It was working. Weird. It was working earlier.
Yeah.
But we did see it. I can pull it apart later. So yeah, so the kit will come with 3 lights. So 2 red lights for the end, and then a warm white LED for the interior. And we'll have
a prototype kit.
Yeah. Prototype kit. So we'll have instructions in the booklets about installing the light kits, but the light kit will be available as an optional extra for the premium instructions, so you don't have to buy it, but if you feel like you do, you'll have the instructions already. So
whether or not you buy the kit or not, you'll have the instructions in there, and you can kind of see what goes into it.
Right.
And then if you want to decide later to buy the kit, you'll have the instructions already.
We also decided to include decal options in the book as well, with a little bit of extra history behind them. So
yeah,
I thought that was a really cool thing.
Yeah, we're continually trying to step up, the quality of our books. And, I'm a history nerd, and any little detail like that, going through the different color schemes available and like a little bit of a history of each, those are the kind of things that really
that's cool stuff.
Get me interested. Right. So that's the stuff I like to include in the book.
Yeah. So I think that takes care of everything. So just plan for sale now.
So
we're gonna do pre-orders for this one. So instead of just making a batch,
we have a couple reasons for that.
Yeah. So instead of just making a batch, we're going to just open the website up for pre-orders and then just make however many we sell, and probably overproduce that a little bit.
So far, with each of the kits, we've done like 50 initially, and they've all sold out
in a couple days or less.
So we really don't know what the upper limit of how much.
We don't really know what our market is.
So we don't know what the upper limit of the market is. So we're gonna do.
We want to find that out.
We're gonna do pre-orders and kind of like get a better idea of what, you know, how many we can actually sell, and also hopefully give everyone a chance to get one instead of just like the first 50.
Yeah. And then from there we can continue to like improve upon our plans and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we do plan to hopefully get some in production as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That way as soon as we can start shipping them out. But
yeah. The instructions are going to be printed probably next week.
Yeah.
And then we'll have them in hand, and then once we...
I think the only other thing we'd be waiting on is light kits. Those will take a couple weeks.
Those will take a while, yeah.
And then also our axle supplier recently had to change supplier for raw material. So that will take.
That's why we're doing the pre-orders.
So that delayed getting some more axles for another couple weeks. So
we have enough to fulfill the pre-orders for the first 4 cars, but we're not the cabooses.
Yeah, we're a little short to do like 50.
Yeah, so we're just gonna
50. So we probably have
postpone that.
We probably have enough to do a couple, but we're waiting on getting more axles. So by the time those are in, we hopefully should be ready to start shipping
soon after
cabooses. Hopefully soon after we close out the pre-orders.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's a good plan. And then we're opening the pre-orders on Monday, April 2nd.
Yes.
At 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and then closing those pre-orders again 4 weeks later, which I guess would be the 30th.
Yeah.
Yep, 30th, which is a Monday.
Yes. At
12 noon Eastern Standard Time as well. So hopefully everybody who would like to have a Caboose Premium Instructions Kit would get one, and we'll make as many as we can sell. So we want to allow you to have the opportunity if you feel like it. So.
Do we sign them?
We can sign them. We might just start doing that anyways.
We haven't. I know some kit makers sign their boxes. We haven't done that.
Some very good kit makers.
Yeah.
Pretty much just model.
Some very good kit makers. We haven't done that. We haven't done that.
Yeah, we just haven't.
Unless someone's requested it. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I signed Kale's personal copy of the tank car. Yeah, I signed it there. So, I mean, you still outnumber me on kits that we've done by, I guess, 4 to 1 now. So it's still pretty much all your signature, but we might start doing that.
You've got some catching up to do in the second half of the year.
I know. I'm getting there. I've got a couple things that I want to be doing. So. More information is available on brickmodelrailroad.com. We'll be working actually on a update article today because we haven't posted an article in a long time. Because we've been focused on so many other things. You've been focused on college. I've been in college, and Kayla's been focused on other stuff.
I've been focused on this, and getting this all squared away, and getting pre-orders for the cars.
It's not like we haven't been doing anything, so don't worry. Be patient with us.
We've been busy, it's just been all behind the scenes.
Exactly. So, more information will be available on brickmodelrailroad.com. We'll include a lot of this same information in the update article. We'll post a little bit more about the office space. We also have a shipping space now in your basement too. So
yeah,
we can write about that as well. But we're making a lot of
right in the middle of the basement.
Exactly. We're making a lot of good progress though, and so
that'll help out a lot in getting especially next week when I've got especially next week and I really dive into the shipping.
We have a lot of stuff that we want to do this year. A lot of really cool things that we plan on doing. Some collaborations and and more. It's going to be a good year for Brick Model Railroader, and we've even already started planning for next year as well. And so we're really looking forward to being able to do all this. And so I guess that's everything now. That's it.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. All right, well guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from Brick Model Railroader. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, brickmodelrailroader.com, for more information. And we'll talk to you all later.
Bye-bye.
Cool. That's probably going to be 25 minutes anyways, but...
I don't know.